Alright viewers, welcome back to the DC tutorial in the JF-17. Today we're practicing using GPS guided weapons. So that is the LS6 and E6 series of glide bombs in this case. So let's get into air to go and have a look. Okay, so we can see here program 1 defaults to 6, program 2 will be LS6, otherwise known as the 6 series of bombs in SMS page. So the naming conventions for the LS6s, you have a 6 and then the size of bombs will be 610, 625 and 650 for the 100 kilogram, 250 kilogram and 500 kilogram bombs respectively. You can double rack the the LS 100s and the 250s on the outer pylons, but you cannot double rack the 500s. So that is good to know. Also of note, we won't be doing any PP practice this mission, we'll just be doing TRO, so to get that up, you're going to do the LS6s first, so we have them up now. So we have TRO and PP mode. We will just be using TRO mode in this video, PP isn't that useful in my opinion in the GIF. So next thing is you can set quantities. You now have single or pairs. I just go with single normally unless I'm thinking like a building, maybe I might do pairs, but I find single is just fine just with multiple bombs. Fuse, direct delay. This is delay is more for penetrating like concrete or whatever, like a target and then detonating. Direct fusing, that'll just that's instant basically. And then breakaway altitude isn't really applicable for these bombers, but you can set that and it'll tell you like a pull-up queue for when you can pull away, so set that to 5,000. There we go. So, now onto the symbology we have here. That diamond is the speed we saw in last video with the paveways. That circle, I believe that is the minimum range of the weapon. Whenever I've dropped in that circle, the bomb's missed, so I assume that is the minimum range of the weapon. And then the white line that is solid indicates the weapon is in range. We'll switch to another waypoint. I'll show you what it looks like out of range. Let's go to waypoint 50. There you go, so now our speed's at waypoint 50, likely in Serlic or somewhere over there. And you can see there is a dashed line heading to the speed, and we have this horizontal line here. So that horizontal line is the maximum range of the bomb in this sort of altitude and speed. So, yeah, we can see the range is about 20 miles-ish at this altitude and speed, so let's go back to waypoint 1 to get our target locked up. So we'll go bring the pod on this MFD here. There we go. Okay, we'll go narrow. I'll just drop the bombs in these circles. Let's go TDC press to get into area track, and let's get the bombs on target. So I just drop them. It's point and click like in the Viper. You don't have to like hand off coordinates like you do in the Hornet. It is literally just point and click, as I'll show you now. So we'll drop all 4 bombs in 4 circles. Okay, let's go to program 1 now and cover the GB6. So there are 3 flavors of GB6, if you will. You have the GB6, the standard, which is the cluster bomb variant. So that is a traditional cluster bomb. It just drops like a bunch of little submunitions that will blow up on the target. That is pretty much like the JSOW in terms of what it does. Next you have the GB6HE, which is designed, it's like a JSOW Charlie on the Hornet in that it's just one big bomb. It'll fly to the target and hit it. Those are set up the same as the 6 series of bombs that we just used, so I'm going to cover that. They are literally the same. And then my favourite variant is the GB6 SFW. Now this is a variant which contains sensor-fused warheads, hence the SFW, and what it does is it will deploy about a dozen or so cluster munitions, which will then fly, kind of float down to the target, and it will use like an inbuilt sensor to then aim and fire a caped charge projectile into the roof of enemy armor. So let's go and try that out now. I'll slow over to these amphibious assault vehicles here. And we do actually have some control options we didn't have with the other bombs, so let's go and press the controls, see what we can do. So we have impact azimuth, so that will control the azimuth the bomb will fly to hit the target. So let's go and set an azimuth. We'll go 000. Right, so now we have this kind of 90-degree slice of air space, which we can fly in to drop the bomb. So this is kind of the dynamic launch zone, pretty much. All the symbology is on here for all of these bombs. Nothing on the HUD apart from there might be a shoot cube? No, it's not a shoot cube. No, yeah, it's all just on the HUD, not on the image. So let's go move it so we'll have it case 180. Show you. Yeah, so now we have the dashed lines once again. That means we're not in launch parameters. The bomb will not be able to hit if we fire it now. So we'll set it back to 015, let's say. There you go, so the bomb will fly onto a course of 015 to hit the target. We also have the opening altitude, so you can set to an altitude to open the cluster dispenser. So let's set this to 1,200 feet radar altitude. If you are dropping in pairs, you can set a spacing for each of them, but I'm just gonna kind of just keep it a single. Let's see how the these bombs are they already hit. Okay. Well, yeah, I got that they should be hitting the targets at some point. Have they done? Oh. Yeah, okay, whatever. Might mess up because I'm in active pause, but they should have hit. They were in range. Okay, let's now drop the EV6s. There we go, bombs away. So let's watch these go in. They'll just slide onto targets on their own. Here they go, they're on course. And then you saw them there target the armored vehicles on their own, so that is how they work. And there you have it, viewers. That is how you use GPS scanned weapons in the JF-17. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe to Patreon, TikTok, and YouTube. 3-1 signing off.